YouTube? So, it has been a while since my last video, and I think the last video I even dropped was when I went to Cruising the Coast, which I did a horrible timeline. I was supposed to drop it right when I came back from Cruising the Coast. Actually, while I was out there, I was supposed to be dropping videos for y'all, but it didn't work out like that. But this video shouldn't be too long. I'm basically gonna be identifying a lot of different stuff I've been doing and a lot of stuff that has been changing up and what I want to do since the new year has started. I don't believe in all that new year, new me. It's just I've been setting goals for myself and everything and things I want to get done. It actually started doing for myself. So, starting off from a car ass point. The Audi, I still haven't made my mind up what I want to do with the Audi. I genuinely, truly love this car. It has done nothing but treat me well, thank God. But I'm still stuck in the mind, like, do I want to get rid of it? Go get a S8 or RS3, or get rid of it and get a truck so I can tow my Mustang and all that around. A lot of you guys don't know about the Merc. I've actually started doing work to the Merc. Not a lot, just more so pulling the body frame off and everything, getting this thing ready to get a new fender, a new bumper and everything. So this right now is what the Merc look like. So you can tell all it need is literally the fender. I'm not really worried about the door right there. I can fix that. And the bumper. Then all it needs is a transmission, when I was able to source one out for like $400. Once I do that, this actually will become the daily driver. Oh, and it needs a bumper too. Once I do that, this car actually will become the daily driver again. It just doesn't have this car doesn't have a heat. When I bought it, it had AC and everything, but it didn't have heat. Also, comment down below what you guys think about the rims. I personally like them, but I posted them on Instagram and they had like a few people say they're ugly, take them off. But I really don't like the stock rims on these things. They're ugly to me. Unless you have like the hubcaps that come with them. Now, last of all, what I've really been showing y'all is the Mustang. So I have done tons of work for the Mustang, but if you guys remember, the engine ended up locking up. I don't know if I explained it in the video. The engine locked up, and that was due because timing chain skipped a tooth, which caused a piston to kiss a valve. So since that has happened, I'll pull this off for y'all really quick. I'm trying to record with my hand, but since that has happened, the car is basically tore down and everything. We literally just waiting on parts. So this is currently what the Mustang looks like. Of course, the transmission is still attached. That's actually because there's a strip bolt in the transmission right there on that top half that I can't get out. I know I just got to hammer a small strip socket on it, but there's honestly no room right there to do that. So what my plan is, now that the car is basically stripped down, the heads are off and everything, I want to go buy an engine hoist and I forgot the engine stand so I can pull the motor out and everything. So one of the pistons, I think that's piston 4 or 8 back there on the driver's side. I'm not too accurate. This is all the transmission and stuff, y'all, from the car. But it kissed the valve and it actually split the piston. So that was no good once I seen all that stuff. As you can tell, I have all the parts and everything aligned, what needs to go where and when it needs to get put back on. These are actually the stock non-PI heads, and they're actually no good, no good at all. And I still have my new tires that I'm waiting to put back on. And I actually just sold my nitrous kit. It kind of broke my heart, but right now I'm in a crazy situation, which I'm about to explain soon as I'm done showing all this. The plan is, since I do have to upgrade pistons and rods in this thing now, I gotta find a way to sell this clutch, reason being because this clutch is only rated for 450 to 500 wheel horsepower, and the goal I'm going for would be more like 650 to 700 wheel. And what I don't want to do is put everything back together and have to change the clutch out just because I want to do it the lazy way and hurry to get my car on the road. That's basically it. So let me tell you guys more so what's been going on. All right, guys. So the real reason for the making of this video, just to identify some stuff and the goals and everything I actually have set for 2025. I actually we're gonna write it down as I speak. First, I'm gonna start off. The build is still getting done, but currently right now, I'm not in the financial standpoint like I used to be. I was currently let go from my recent employer. With that being said, I'm currently just looking for work. While I am looking for work, it actually gave me the time to touch bases back with my family and everything. I feel like I wasn't at home as much, spending time with my family as I needed to. But since I've been home, I think I got laid off, late November. Since I've been home, man, it's been different. Like, I actually noticed a lot of different things. I get to talk to my wife more, spend time with my son, spend time with my little nephew. So that's the good side of everything. I won't say I was the happiest about losing my job, but I'm a strong believer in God, and I feel like God always has a plan for that person. And I may be going through a time in life where this might be just something I need to see. And I just been talking to a lot of people about what they think I should do or any help. And it was coming to a standpoint that the only person that can help you is God. I know a lot of people in the world today don't really believe in God. I mean, there's a good few. There's like maybe 40% out of a good 60% or 70% that still do believe in God. But for those 60 or 70% that doesn't believe in God. But for those people that do, you already know where I'm coming from. God does tend to work in mysterious ways. And I won't say that I'm rushing to see where he takes me, but I'm eager to see what happens. I've never been to a standpoint in my life where it felt like I wanted to give up on everything. But I know it's God inside of me. It won't let me give up. No matter how many times I probably sat around and been like, man, I can't take this anymore. I always thought about I always think about like where I came from and where I am today, and there's no point in giving up. Like, money is just money, and I think people fail to realize that money comes and goes. So I feel like once you get that mindset that money comes and goes, and when you do get money, try not to be selfish with it, you'll be okay. That's really how I look at it. A lot of people just be tripping off money because of the materialistic ass point. I trip off of money is because I actually want to do stuff and take care of my family. But even the fact that I haven't really been generating that much money in as I normally used to, I still have been able to like bond with my family or even spend time with them without the money standpoint. So I wouldn't even say it qualifies as taking care of your family. Of course, you're gonna have to pay bills and etc. But like the little money I have made has helped benefit with bills and everything. So God still finding ways to help take care of us. With all that being said, the Mustang build may take a little longer than I thought. I was hoping to get the build out before, what's the event called in Texas? Texas 2K, but that's not gonna work, especially with me having to rebuild the bottom end, and I currently do all my work myself. That is another thing about not being employed with Take 5 no more. I actually love working at Take 5, but I did not have any time on my hand at all. My schedule was homework, Sunday, church, or if I did go to church, I'd probably go fishing, and I'd probably look at my car like an hour or two, and that'd be it. That's the real reason I wasn't getting anything really done with my car. Since I haven't been employed with those guys, I was able to tear down my whole car. I've been learning stuff with a guy named Tanner I've been working with. Well, he's actually a friend. I've been learning a lot of stuff with him. I've been tearing down transmissions and everything, doing different engine work and all that. And it's a pretty fun scene that I actually like to be in. But with that being said, I'm actually in school right now. I'm trying to finish school. And for those of you that don't know, I never officially got my driver's license. So I'm currently working on my way to get that too. Something happened a while back where I had was in the making of getting my license, but I had ended up, it was something that they had put me on. It was like almost a hold or something. I had to wait a few months or something like that because I had got pulled over, got ticketed and everything, and that was like my 4th ticket, which ended up following up to a warrant. I had to go to court. This is a bunch of crazy stuff, but I'm currently working on getting all that too. And with that being said, trying to push out content. So my goal is for this year to actually start pushing out more content, more fan. I don't even have a lot of fans. I only got like 40 subscribers, but this is just my goal to myself because I always wanted to be a content creator just to show people you know, anybody can do it, and this stuff isn't as hard as everybody thinks. So with that being said, I want to try to get at least 1 to 2 videos out a week. This video right here really start that off for me. And on Instagram, and I actually have been posting on Instagram and TikTok more. I won't even say that I'm a influencer. I don't feel like I'm at that status yet, but it'd be hard coming up with different ideas to record. I'm not gonna lie. Like even on Instagram, like just coming up with different stuff that's gonna catch everybody's eye. Like one video might do 5 to 10,000 views. The next video might just do 800. Just depending on, you know, how you appeal and what are you doing to appeal. But on that note, my goal is to get out more, try to record as much as I can, try to vlog as much as I can, because that's truly what I like to do. And then why not, nowadays it's to the point where you can actually get paid to do this stuff. So if you like doing something, why not try to get paid while doing it? Another thing, I have been getting in the gym. For those of you that don't that don't know me in real life, I was starting to get really, really big, and that's because I had a lot of stuff going on behind the scene, like personal wise, and I began to drink a lot. And I actually do feel kind of healthy now. Not as much as I used to, but I had a bad drinking problem again, and I started like drinking heavy and heavy and heavy. I don't drink as much. I might drink occasionally, like on holidays now, like this past Christmas, or I don't think I drank on Christmas. Oh yeah, I did drink on Christmas. And New Year's, small stuff like that, and I don't get too intoxicated no more. Just different stuff like that. I try to wake up, do my little daily workout and stuff like that, and that's it. All my face and stuff was starting to get chunky. My stomach was starting to hang out and stuff. I'm starting to slowly burn that stuff, so that's good for me. What else I wanted to talk about? Oh, now the car ass point. I won't say this is really a message, but this is just how I feel about the car scene in general. Everybody has their own taste into why they're into cars. I was talking to a close homeboy of mine. He made me realize, well, he didn't make me realize anything. Just the conversation we was having, and I realized how stupid some people are in the car scene. If you're gonna build a car, the way I look at it, you build your car for your own liking. Stop worrying about what everybody else has going on in their situation, or even trying to compete with everybody else. I feel like that's why a lot of people in the car scene aren't successful. It is a competitive thing, but you compete when you have the opportunity to compete. Right now, you're trying to compete with people that's out of your league, and you're not even on their pedestal while they're even in your vocabulary right now, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So with that being said, build your car for what you like and what's going to make you happy. If you have the pockets to do A, B, and C, do A, B, and C. If you only have the pockets to do what I'm doing, like I got a cash car and I'm building a car that I don't finance. Do what you want to do. Some people have that type of money to go out and go buy or finance a car and build on it and not have to worry about going in debt. You can do that. You know, shout out to you. Good job. Everybody can't do that. With that being said, for those people that can't do that, you know, stop living for the media, man. All this social media stuff y'all be seeing on social media. Oh, well, he got a Whipple Mustang. Oh, he got a full built RS3. First off, you don't know his living. You don't know their living situation. You don't know their help or their team. You don't know what they do for work. So why is that a concern of what's going on? Like, yeah, it's cool to see people with this type of stuff, but what can you do right now? Now, I see a lot of people who want to do stuff in the car scene. They hit me up like, hey, man, like, how are you doing this? Because I do a lot of stuff, I do a lot of stuff myself. Anything I really did to any of my cars, I did it myself. I've never went to anybody else and had them do anything on my car. One, because where I stay at, people are real picky about what they want to touch, and two, they don't know what they're doing. I'm just being completely honest. Just from working with people and like just going out, getting information, a lot of people just are real picky about what they want to do. Like Louisiana in general is more of a Chevy state. I'm just being real. Ford is starting to come up again, but mostly a Chevy state. And if you have anything older than, I don't know, 2011, nobody wants to tune your car. Or they can't tune it because the ECU is too slow, which I understand, but I feel like as a tuner aspect, like if you want to make money, different stuff like that should be accessible. That's just how I would be if I was a tuner, which sooner or later I actually do want to take accustomed to, but that's going to be a lot of work. But back on what I was touching on, man, if you guys want to do YouTube, you know, anything like that, I know even for me it's going to be of me being more consistent on YouTube and just having fun building my car. Stop living for the media, man. That's the only thing I can tell people. There's so much more I can say, but it's like, you know, can't give everything out. You know what I'm saying? But stop living for the media, man. Like everything is not what it seems. Like you never know what's going on behind closed doors. I've seen some guys, you know, not even downplaying them. I've seen some guys with the fastest car or with some stupid crazy car and then calling X, be like, hey man, you got so and so. I'm like, you know, but on the media you would think these guys are so caked up. That's not how it is, man. Do what you can do what you can afford, and do what makes you happy. If you are one of those guys who don't really race, you just like having a nice car, you want to go to a car meet, show everybody, it's cool. There's nothing wrong with doing that, man. You one of those guys who love racing like me, I love to race, not gonna lie. I'm literally building my car just to race. It might go to a car show every now and then, but hands down, I love to race. And when I say I love to race, it's more of like, I want to get this car ready for the track, and I want to get this car ready for roads too. So I'm making a more track and road oriented car. It's gonna be ready for 60 roads, and it's gonna be ready for the 1/4 and everything. I don't really care for the street call outs and everything like that. I've never cared for that type of stuff. I don't think that stuff is like a drive ass point. It's more of like a, you know, who has the better prep side at this point. That's genuinely how I feel. I never really care for street racing and everything. Like honestly, like prep street racing, I don't care for that type of stuff. I never really have. But with all that being said, that's really my plan and my business for 2026. My goal is to have this car completed by, let me see, January, February, March, April, May. So by May, I plan on having this car somewhat complete. May, I am supposed to be going out of town to my grandmother's birthday. She's doing some thing where we all going to a cabin, and I do plan on having this car complete. So if guys say so, this car will be complete, and then the Merc will hopefully be complete as a daily driver, because if that car is complete, that's the actual car I probably drive to my grandmother's event. And as far as the Audi, it may still be here, it may not still be here, just depicting on how I feel. Truly, I really do love that car, but I'm not gonna lie and say it's not a money pit. And it's not even the maintenance standpoint of like things breaking. It's more of so like, I feel like I pay too much as a note standpoint for that car, but that's another topic, man. I feel like I paid too much for that car. So either I'm gonna refinance or that car's gone, man. I'm not gonna lie. But that was really it for this video. Just touching standpoints of what I want to do and where I want to be, and what's gonna change. So next video will be most likely more about cars. It might be the Audi, it might be the Merc, it might be the Mustang. 9 times out of 10, it probably do be the Merc, because the Merc is probably the one that I can really touch right now. The Mustang, like I said, we're waiting on parts. The Audi, I can't really do nothing to that till I fix my other daily driver. So I really don't want to touch that until that one's back there, at least drivable around. Because if I touch that, then I'm gonna be in a crazy situation. And that's basically it, man. Everybody enjoy the New Year's. I hope you guys have a good and flawless year. I plan on seeing y'all. Oh yeah, another thing. So I know this is not a big channel, but I do plan on being at least, we're gonna set a goal for 1,000. It's possible, I done seen people do it. We're gonna set a goal for at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So Once I hit that goal, man, I'll be all right. See you guys then.